Top tap.
Think it's tapped.
Yeah, because what the hell? That's but oh yeah, shoot. Let me see. Why see it look like I'm to one side? No, I'm in the middle. Where were we? Talking about how you parent, how you deal with parenting. It's
Uh,
not like the normal parenting with an absent father
yeah.
situation. So how is that?
Um, it's hard, and I didn't really realize how hard it was for single moms, but now I know like it is hard. I mean, well, I'm lying. It's not. It's hard, but it's not hard because I have a lot of help from you. So
Yeah.
um, it's hard, but it's not hard. I would say it's more hard for me. It's more hard mentally, I think, because again, I be having thoughts like, dang, if he was here, how would he handle the situation? Or would he
Mhm.
not want me to do this? Or would he be proud of me because I'm doing this? Or so I think more it's more so mentally hard. Definitely physically because I'd be like, girl, I'm about to strangle you. So and if I always send her to you, but sometimes if you can't get her, I just be like, now I'm stuck with you, like you know my nerves.
No break.
So, but I think like mentally, it's more so harder for me.
Uh, yeah, that's tough. I don't know, cause I'm a single mom, but having like that extra on top, I don't know. But I
Yeah,
think you do a great job with her, a really good job.
I be trying.
Do you ever feel like you're not doing good, or like you say you question things? Do
Uh,
you beat yourself up about things?
sometimes, sometimes I do, and I know how he was, and I know, of course, like what we used to talk about. Oh, my
Yeah,
baby gonna do this, or she
he
not
knew
gonna do this.
exactly what.
So, so I be
Yeah.
like, sometimes I'll be thinking like, dang, like, would he approve of this, or and I just can't go to him and ask him. So I
Hmm.
always come to you like, what you think about whatever, whatever, or should we do this? Or I know people be sick of me because I'd be like, hold on, let me call her granny. Let me see what her granny thinks because I can't call her dad. Like,
Right.
so I don't know. And then it's like when I do talk to him, I don't get a response. So I just
Right.
have to do what I feel in my gut. So yeah, sometimes I do beat myself up about certain stuff, and sometimes I do just be like, it's not no book to this, but where's the rules? Like, am I
It's
doing this
not.
right?
It's not no
So,
book to parenting, and it sure ain't no book to being a single parent or losing, a parent to your child. There's no book. It's no book to life. They say it is, but it ain't.
it's not, and I'm learning that every day. I tell people all the time, like, I be seeing like girls my age, women my age, like complaining about their baby daddy and blah 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 blah, or their boyfriend or whatever being locked up and stuff, and I'd be like, y'all is crazy. I wish my man was here in prison. I would take that over this any day. Like, y'all tripping and arguing with y'all baby daddy. I wish he was here to argue with him. Like, I don't get it. I will never understand though because he's not here. So maybe they do feel how they feel, what they be saying, whatever. But I just be like,
Hmm. But we don't really appreciate what we have until it's gone.
yeah,
That's with anything. We don't realize how spoiled or just what we have. You may appreciate the person, but it's like, man, and that's what scares me because I always think about that now. Even when I get into it with my man, it's like, okay, should I not trip with him? Because what if something happens? What if something goes wrong? What if this my last time getting to, like, I that's like a PTSD if you ask me. Like, I struggle with that even when I have to like be strict on Eric. I have to really think like, dang. And it's crazy because he put me through so much. But and I don't want to lose another child, and I know that I'm not doing anything to aid with that, but I always beat myself up like, am I being too stern on him? Because I know I've always been strict. I've always been hard on them. And it's just like, man, I don't want it to end that way.
Yeah,
Especially like with me and CJ kind of being on bad terms. Like, he's stubborn. And, he was so mad at me.
he was.
But man,
And I was just about to bring that up too. I'm glad that we were where we were when it happened because we was tripping too. Like me and him was tripping too, and I was just like, boy, like we get it together because this not gonna work out. You probably remember when I had left and I was gone for a little bit. I would say like the for maybe like the two or 3 weeks before he passed away. I was like tripping with him. We was tripping hard, and I just was like, I'm not doing this with you no more. Like it was cool when we was younger and you was doing your dirt and we didn't have a label. It was all right, but now we have a whole kid. It's time for us to grow up and figure this stuff out. I'm not about to do this with you. And he got it together. I actually was surprised. Like he really got it together, and it felt like nothing could ruin what we had. Like we was only going to the top. Like, and I be telling people all the time, like we was in our prime. Like okay, we talk about getting a spot. Okay, I like this. You growing up, you ready to settle down. Like we have to do this. I feel like nothing could ruin nothing. Like we was just happy. And then when he did pass away, I was talking to my brother and I was like, we was too happy. I knew it was too good to be true. Like I just knew it because it was everything was just too perfect. Like everything was going how it should have went. I knew it was too good to be true. So, but I do be thankful that we was like on the good times that we was on, definitely. But
yeah, even though, and I know he goes through those phases, and yeah, especially with my kids, though, I just always feel like I don't ever want them to feel like they can't come to me or like we beefing or nothing like that. So even, I mean, he was mad at me over me trying to do the right thing as a mother anyway. Like, I didn't like how he was treating his brother, even though, like I always told him, you weren't in the wrong. Like, I 100% get it, but y'all my kids. And I see how other people, like siblings, how they hate each other. Just straight out, they hate each other. And I'm just like, I don't ever want y'all to be like that. I'm not like that with my brother. Like, I never wanted that for them. So I just felt like it was workable, but I knew it took
yeah,
time. And then even when I knew that they were back speaking, I was good. I'm your mom, and okay, like you would come around, but I still text them and told them I love them. I still like I remember when I used to see him like on live and stuff like that and everything. And I would be like, it was COVID. I gave him a box of gloves and everything. I'm like, don't be out here like touching that money and none of that stuff like that. And like his last video,
he
like
really
he
was
had
wearing
on
them
the
gloves.
gloves.
He really
And
was
that
wearing
made me
them.
so happy though. Like, I'm
He
like,
really
okay,
was
he
wearing them.
listening. He had them blue gloves on.
He
And
really
that
was
made
walking
me feel
around.
so good. Cause I'm like, like he was dealing with money. I'm like,
Yeah,
don't be touching that money. That money transferring from everybody. You don't know where it's coming from. And like I thought he was just gonna be like, throw him in the back seat, but he really listened to me, and I'm like,
He threw him
okay.
in the back seat, but he really was wearing them. And I used to be like, boy, why are you all of a
No,
sudden
but
wearing these gloves?
but I'm thinking like, like, yeah, okay, mom,
Like
whatever. You
pushing to
going
the
about your
side.
business, but like he
No, he was
really,
wearing them.
yes. And so I was like, okay, cool. And I would like I swipe up on his story, or like I never just like, okay, go be mad. No, I kept that communication, and he was dry as hell with me, but
He
he
was
was
so
talking.
mad. And I was like,
Yeah,
I remember telling him, like, you're so childish. Like, grow up. You're so childish. But he was so mad. But he wore them gloves. And I just used to be like, look at how you look. You don't walk around with me with them gloves on.
that's why, because I told him that. And then I'm like, y'all got that baby. I was even like, tell her too. Like, if y'all need more, come back and get them. I don't know if you ever seen that video, the video when he stole the gloves when I was in the hospital. You
Oh
seen
yeah,
that
I
video?
did. I did see that video.
So I had a whole lot of gloves, but yeah, that was like, that made me happy. Um, but how has his death changed your life?
Um, it changed it all the way around. Like I said, we had plans, and since we couldn't follow through, I had to come up with a whole new plan, and I still don't have one. Like I'm still planning it out because I still don't know what to do. Like uh, I started when he first passed away, and I got into therapy. I started taking medications just to sleep at night. She diagnosed me with anxiety, depression. On top of that, I was going through postpartum. So it was a lot. I started taking medications, and the medication I was taking, it used to just make me feel nothing. Like they gave me medication to sleep, and they gave me medication for my depression. And she was like, at first I was kind of scared to take them. She was like, in the beginning, you're not gonna be yourself. Like you're going to just basically be sitting there,
A
and it could
zombie,
be
like you see in the
basically,
movies.
yeah, like you're gonna be sitting there, and it can be a thousand things going on around you, and you're not gonna feel anything. And she was telling me all the side effects and stuff. So at first I was scared to take it, but I knew that I felt like I needed it. So there was like for a little while I was just in the twilight zone, like taking that medication. And then the pills that she gave me to sleep at night, it used to give me a high, and I just used to be out in like 2 seconds. So
Mm,
like I started depending on that. So that it changed my life in that matter because I started depending on medication to do anything. I just I wanted to take my medication. So that's one of the things that it changed about my life. At first I did not I don't do no type of nothing. I didn't smoke. Well, I still don't smoke. I don't smoke. I didn't drink. Like I just was sober me, but because I blame the pills that my therapist gave me. Sometimes I do be when I get in my feelings, I do want to get high and just go to sleep off a pill or whatever. So definitely that it changed my life right there. Um, I have to go harder now because he's not here to do for me like I'm used to. So I have to go harder. I have to really try to grind and do what I got to do for me and Kay.
mhm.
So that's another thing. But it, I just think like a lot of stuff that I go through now, I blame him being gone. And that's why I said I'd be so mad. Sometimes I get mad at him and I just be like if I ever pass away, tell them to give you my journal. Knock on wood, because if you was to read my journal, like it's my book is full and it's as if I'm writing to him. If you read it, you'll see sometimes you'll be like, dang, I could tell this night she was going through it. And then you'll go to the next page, dang, I could tell this night she was mad, like she was angry. Like I really be like, I'm mad at you. Like, why would you do this? You know? So I don't know. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I just feel like I would not be going through or whatever if he was still here.
Do you have any regret because of that? Like, do you ever even just well, do you ever like second guess your choices? Like, dang, I should have went this route, or I should have never even got involved with him because I wouldn't have my child wouldn't be fatherless.
Yeah,
I wouldn't not be have my relationship that I thought I was gonna have.
yeah. I'd be like, sometimes I'd be like, dang, like we should have just got that abortion. I love my baby, I do, but sometimes I just be
But
like,
just the
dang,
fact, the pain.
because I would not have to go through none of this, especially in the beginning. Like I really used to be like, golly, like if I would have never got involved, then I would not be going through none of this. And I do be sometimes I was a medical assistant when I got pregnant. When I found out I was pregnant, I was working at a pediatric center, and my little stupid self let this boy tell me, "Girl, quit your job and be my housewife." We ain't never got no house, but I let him tell me like, "I'm gonna take care of you, my baby. I don't want you to do nothing. Like, quit your job." So I did. And I was fresh out of medical school, and I was only a medical assistant for not even a whole 2 months. And sometimes I'd be like, dang, I wish I would have never did that because I would still have my career. Like I would still have my career. What I do, what I be doing now was not a part of the plans. Like I mean, it was like I when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, like dang, I wish I could work in a strip club. I want to be a dancer, but I never thought that I would really try to go and do that. I'd be like, dang, I should never listen to that boy. I would still have my career. So I do be thinking sometimes like if I had done this, then like so yeah, I do be having some regrets sometimes about certain stuff. But I also be like super thankful, like I'm glad that I did have my baby and I'm glad that I was with him and I got to spend the time that I spent with him because you know,
Yeah,
it's a lot of good memories.
exactly. Yeah, that's the same thing. And first off, you still have your education. I just want you to know that. So if you ever feel like you want to go back into that field or you want to further your education or anything like that, don't feel like you can't do it because you can. Like that's just one job, but you can always go back. And I'm sure he would want that for you if that's what you want to do. Because I'm
Yeah,
sure, even though I think he just loved you enough that he wanted to provide for you, but I don't think he didn't want you to have anything or have
yeah,
anything on your own. So don't let that be a reason.
definitely. Definitely, because I remember telling him after we had Kay, I think I want to go back to school. I think I want to go back to medical assistant, and he was just like, "Why?" And I was like, "Boy, what you mean why?" Like, because I want to. And he was like, "If you want to, definitely go for it. Like, do it. If you want to, I think you should." So that's true, but I just be making excuses for myself because I be like I think about going back to school, but I really don't want to because I need to do for my kid now. Like I don't have time to be
Right.
sitting down for 8 months and trying to, and then be able to. I don't want to do that. Like my hands are full right now. I need to do something now.
Yeah.
So,
Um, Fast forwarding to the case, how have you felt about the case and even where it's at now, where it's going?
um, I think is now that we're getting back into it because in the beginning we had a lot of pauses and waits and pushbacks and all of that. So it kind of gave me a little bit of time to like calm down. a little bit. But
Mhm.
now that we're getting back into it, I think is like bringing my anxiety slowly but surely back up a little.
Yeah.
And um, I know that the justice system, whatever, I know that it's not gonna be fair, and I feel like right now that's what's happening. It's not fair. It's not fair, but it's only so much that we can do. But definitely is definitely rising my anxiety back up. There you go. Get out.
Um, I feel the exact same way. Even when there was just status checks, um, those like first few nights before those court dates, just knowing because I don't care if it's a status check, I don't care if they filed a motion, I don't care like what it was. I wanted my face to be there, and that initially bothered me with COVID because it's like, what do you mean we can't be in the courtroom? Y'all want me to be like streaming and then my video is paused, my audio is paused. I can only watch, but like you don't know that he has family, he has somebody that loves him, he has people that are hurting and that want justice. Like that was so crazy to me. I felt like they should have paused it all around until they figured out what was going on with COVID. But to continue having court dates and the family couldn't be present, or when I did show up, it was just like I still never had a chance to speak or just
Yeah,
like,
get
okay, this is his
outside.
mother. Yeah, his mother is here today, or like none of that. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, especially with trial, because I know everything has to come out. Like I know that was gonna break me.
Hmm.
But now it's just like you taking a deal. Like we don't even still, we don't, there's
That's
nothing
that. Like that's it.
other than these letters. And that's why I'm like we gotta press these letters nonstop. Like I emailed the judge yesterday. I emailed her today. I will be emailing her tomorrow. Like she's gonna get an email from me every single day because I don't want to be in that position where, oh, here we are, here's my letter, but it never reaches you. You never get to read it or anything. No, I'm gonna flood your chambers now
Yeah,
and with the help of everybody else,
yeah,
hopefully.
yeah.
But
Somebody
even if
just
it's,
somebody just swiped up on my story the other day and was like, she's still fighting for her son. I know that's right because mothers would have been gave up, and I was just like, yeah, girl, like this is not no game. We've been on
yeah,
pause for almost a whole 3 years. Like,
nothing. And that's all I've ever heard. Whatever happened? Did they ever get sentenced? What's going on with the case? And I'm just like, oh, it's set off, it's set off, it's set off. Or, we would always have a trial date, but then it would get pushed back before that time. I'm like, we're still waiting to go to trial. Like how I
yeah,
was just letting people know in advance, trial coming up on the 27th. So then to go to this little hearing and you take a plea deal,
yeah,
it was already hard because I knew trial was coming up. That's why I said, like, don't expect nothing big. I'm definitely gonna be at his gravesite. I'm definitely, I'm gonna do the balloons and stuff, but I'm
yeah,
not doing nothing. I don't have it in me when I don't know what's going on, or I'm on edge. Like, how much time are they gonna get, or anything like this? But then even just for him to take this deal, that's kind of like that bothers me a lot too. Like I've already the past 2 weeks maybe, like my emotions have been everywhere,
yeah,
everywhere. And now they are, um, and I even like I get irritated I already get irritated. I don't know if I said this on Facebook, but I said it on Twitter. Like, I already get irritated around these times.
Yeah,
And it bothers me that, like, at these times, I need support, but I just need people to be there. I just need like the presence. I just need like like, I'm here, I got you. I don't need the pestering, like 1,000 questions, or just like just nagging with me. Like, that makes it worse. And being that I'm in the situation I'm in, that'll make me snap on you. And I don't want to snap on nobody, but it's like people choose the wrong time. They're really inconsiderate. And even
yeah.
just seeing like
Nobody
even
cares
how,
about your privacy.
yeah. Like, I
I
don't have time. I'm gonna go big for my son regardless, but I feel like what I was doing for him, it was really for the public. Y'all were
yeah,
benefiting off of that. Like, just like
definitely.
today, I got the inboxes. Oh, what you got planned for the 28th? I don't have anything planned for y'all. Like, I'm not doing anything for y'all no more, because y'all knew I never miss posting about a court date. I always shoot out a text blast, so y'all have this information. Y'all don't show up to a court date, but you want to know what I'm doing on the 28th. Like,
Yeah,
that doesn't sit right with me
yeah.
at
Well,
all.
I that has been a problem for me, like throughout this whole time from beginning to now. The privacy and the respect that people do not have for us. I
And I was
went
gonna
from
ask you that. How you probably going there, but like,
yeah,
how does that how do you feel, I guess, about just having to grieve and having to deal with everything? And like you said, this is my baby. I'm a first time mother. I'm young. Like, I'm going through a lot, but people just like, they just want to, they're overbearing.
definitely. I in the beginning, like before he passed away, I on Instagram. I didn't have social media like that because he did not play that. He used to tell me like, "Why do you want to be like everybody else? Just be a private girl. Like, why do you want to?" So I did not have social media. I didn't have Facebook. I used to be on Snapchat a lot, but even then, I only had like 30 people on Snapchat. On my Instagram, I only had like 200 followers, and I was following probably like 400 people. Like, I really was like nobody. But after he passed away, my followers was going up, 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 up. I was getting like 1,000 views on my stories and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and Kay's Instagram, she did not have no followers. You know, he made her Instagram while
Hmm.
she was still fresh, but she didn't really have no followers either. She got to 1,000 followers and she was getting views and stuff. So it definitely was a lot. Um, like I said earlier, people that I didn't even know was approaching me, even till still to this day, people still approach us like, "Oh, that's Baby K," and I just be like, "You could be a murderer or something, trying to
Right.
stab
You
me up or
don't
something
know.
like that." So, I personally, I don't like it, and I know it just comes with him, who he was. Like, he always had that attention. I never was that girl. Like, I didn't have that attention. So now I just be like, I personally, I'm not a big fan. I just be like, no. It's then been a few times where I had to just block myself from the world and delete all my social media, like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with it. It was a lot on top of what I already was going through. It was a lot on top of a lot already. So, but even till this day, people would just be like, "Yaya," and I just be like,
Right. Like, they
you
know
know,
you.
who are you?
Yeah.
Or people
Or
approach me.
like, people be like, "Hey, moms."
Yeah,
And I know what they mean, and I'm just like, "Oh, hey." But I always, like you said, I always question, like, who is this? Are they one?
yeah,
Like with my man, how he ran into this guy, or to the guy's brother in the mall, and not even knowing that was his brother. So
yeah.
then, like, to see the after effect of how they acted, it's like, Like y'all watch, y'all know exactly who we are,
Yeah,
and we don't know y'all. So it can
yeah,
be kind of. I even had people ask me like, "Is it okay for me to wear his merch? Is it okay for me to wear this or that?" And it's like, but I have to remind people like my son wasn't that guy. Like he wasn't perfect, but he wasn't that guy, and it's not like he wasn't caught up in nothing to where he lost his life. It
yeah.
was. My mom was even telling me the other day that the DA had mentioned something about the song, which
He
I heard
did.
about that, and I'm like, I was not right there.
Yeah, he did.
I'm assuming that's when I walked off on the phone because I was not right there, but she couldn't tell me what he said. But she's
We
like,
we had to like correct. Well, Nisha really kind of corrected him. Like that don't have nothing to do with nothing. Like because I think it was said we still don't, she was basically saying like we still don't have answers, why did this happen, what was the like what was the
right.
whole, and he had mentioned something like well they said something about CJ was on a song with so and so was dissing so and so or whatever the case may be, and Nisha had to tell him like pump the brakes because no, that don't have nothing to
And
do
that's
with
what
anything.
hurts. Like I knew where she was going with it, but I wanted like I don't like that when she hears things like she couldn't tell me any of what you just said. All she
Yeah,
could tell me is something about a song that they said CJ was on. Okay, but
yeah,
what was he telling you? Why was he saying like is it more information that I didn't know maybe? But that's the
no.
story that I did get, and I remember I got that when they first got arrested and I talked to the detectives told me that. And I'm just like, what song? Because like I manage his career. Like I'm if
Yeah,
I'm not in every studio session, like I have every record. Even if he was in Atlanta, even if it was where he recorded where I was at work, like I manage those songs that get released or anything or don't get released. Like he has songs that I'm like, you're not releasing that. And so I'm like my son never dissed him. Like, oh, okay, but I
yeah,
know how I just go. Like, was it like a bar or something? But even then, like I was also a fan of my son's. I know his music.
yeah,
And when I discovered, and it's so crazy, I discovered that song on accident. And this was after they had told me this. I was riding in a car with Mario and we were listening to SoundCloud. And you know how on SoundCloud, like after you listen to whatever artist you're listening to, it'll play similar artists. And that song
yeah,
came on, and I was like I just froze, and I'm like, go back. And
yeah.
I when I heard what he said, but even still, it's like so my son lost his life, like you said, over something that like that's not his song. He wasn't on that song. He had no parts of that song. He didn't record it. He didn't produce the beat. Like
And
seriously.
he kind of was trying to like, he was like, I don't know because I haven't talked to the boy. I don't talk to. I'm not allowed to say nothing to him, so I don't know. So he kind of was trying to play it safe, but like it was
But
kind
he
of
admitted
weird.
when we asked him what was the motive. He said that song. And from what the detectives told me is that he loved going live. And it could have been a similar situation to mine, but he said he was on live and that song was playing in the background.
Yeah.
Like, what? But was he directing anything at you or like did
I
he
don't care what I don't
man?
care what the boy said. I don't care what the detective said. I don't care what the lawyer said. I feel like it was just he just was a hater.
Jealousy.
I
Jealousy.
That's what I feel like because I never, all this time that I've known him, I have never even seen him like, he used to have like little altercations, yeah, but
And that's the thing,
decent.
and that's what bothers me because like and people don't understand that like people feel like I'm just a mom. Like, although I matter, I'm just a mom. And, like, we shield things from our parents, which I'm sure he has. But when it comes to stuff like that, like, I knew all of who his enemies were. I knew who didn't like him. I knew who was like, who would try. And that's when I took it upon myself, like, okay, because just like, even when, like, he never had enemies, he never had beef. And if he didn't do music, I don't think that he would have even gained the hate that he had. But now that, oh, you doing music, and now, oh, you popping, oh, now they think you tight. Oh, dang, he really going places. It's like, now like, you're a target now. And that's what it was. You're a target. And even then, I know the people that would target him and come at him and, like, really try to bother him. And I'm like, yeah, you can't go nowhere without security. I tell him that all the time, especially public places. Like, and I was really struggling back then. Like, but I felt like, I'm going to, like, if I'm broke for this week or whatever you got going, I went broke to make sure he had security with him.
Yeah.
And it was needed. And even like his security guard, he like, damn, like, why he ain't hit me up? I should have been with him that night, because this man, he's my age, but he knew after he picked up that job, he seen for himself, like, people really hate this boy. And like, he really, it's not, he don't be out here just in nothing, like, and people really hate him, so that made him gravitate to him more, because he knew
Yeah.
he was a good person, but he knew people were out for him.
Yeah.
And that shit is hurtful.
Definitely. Still, like, the hurt is the same. I don't think that is something that will ever go away. Not for
It
me,
won't.
at least.
It
Like,
won't.
I'm always feel the same about. I don't care who I'm with, what I'm doing, where I'm at. The hurt is always gonna be the same. Especially having to raise our kid. It's just like, dang. Like, was it even that deep? If it y'all could have fought it out or something, like,
Right.
I don't think it was. I don't know.
It wasn't. And I actually, my last episode I did, I was talking about it. And I was just saying, even how it bothers me so much, how the articles that are out, like, it says, like, he was killed in a drive-by shooting. And I still contact them people to this day and try to get that changed, because you that tarnishes his image. Because when you think about a drive-by shooting, first off, like, it's involving some, either gang activity or just like BS, somebody tripping or anything. And that's not what it was. Like, my son was targeted, and I'm not okay with that. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop contacting them, because y'all need to update this article. Either update it or delete it, because y'all never gave it coverage anyway. And it pissed me off, because the other day, I seen, it was like, in the headline, it was like, rapper killed in Las Vegas. It was like, it was a female, and I forgot where she was from, but it was like, wherever she was from, like, say, like, I don't even know, but wherever she was from, it had, like, where she was from, like, say if it was like Las Vegas rapper killed, that's how it said, but it was like in Las Vegas. And I'm just like, why are y'all giving this so much coverage? Like, it's sad, it's a tragedy, but one of your own was taken, and he was also a rapper, and he was like, his death really impacted had an impact on this city, not just his family, not just his friends, like, really affected people, and y'all gave it no coverage at all. And even with everything we was doing out here, and like the numbers that we came in, and there was no coverage following it at all. I'm not okay with that, and I'm going to forever speak out about that, and for him. I know people get tired of me too. I know they probably feel like, okay, dang, like dang. All right, like that's done. That's that it had been this amount of time. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because he should still be able to be here and be seen and be heard and do everything that he loved doing.
Nobody understands.
And they won't. But my last question is how do you are well, yeah, how do you manage, like do you ever think that um it's like two in one? How, let me think about this. um do you ever think that you'll find the love that you found with him?
No.
No.
I feel like I think that was what I was supposed to have. Like, I think so. Bye. I feel like that's what I was like supposed to have. Like, and if it wasn't him, then it's not. Excuse me. Shut the door. No, it's a daycare over here. Anyways, I always say to myself like, if it's not him, then it's not nobody. I don't think I will find anything like that. I don't even be trying to honestly. Like, I know that was like a one of a kind, in my opinion. And people be trying to tell me like, oh, he used to dog you out, blah blah. Like, mind your business. But no, when we was happy though,
But
like when we was there
yeah,
though, we was there. Like, but I don't think, I don't know. I don't even think I want to even try to look for it or anything.
that's what
I
I was
kind
gonna
of,
ask.
I
That was
kind
my
of,
second question. Go ahead.
yeah, I kind of, like after he passed away, like I was broken. Like I told you I wanted to go be with him. Like I wanted to die. I wanted to go be with him. So I kind of put up like a barrier around my feelings, around my heart. Like I don't never want to go through nothing like that again. I don't want to get attached to nobody. I don't want to be close to
Yeah.
nobody. I just want to have fun. Like if I don't want to.
Plus, you have to worry about because of um the exposure. It's like dang, am I even gonna be able to date? Am I going to, you see how they did India, and it's like she ain't even do nothing. Like people will really
You see
box
how
you
they
in.
you see how they did me when
Right. No, true. You
you
exactly
remember?
right. You're
And
right.
that was not
Yeah.
even what it
And
was.
I'm
Like,
like, what? People like literally people were like, did you
going
know she moved on?
crazy.
Did she like first off, why are you coming to me, his mother, telling me this at
People was going
all?
crazy. Like,
They were
you are
tagging me.
trifling. They was telling me like you trifling. Like, what type of person are you? You fake everything. Like,
Yeah.
whoa. Nobody even came to me not once to ask me about like, is it true? Or what's going on? Everybody came to me like, this is what happened, this is what was said, so this is what you are. And I got into it with a lot of people about that. I got into it with a lot of people about that, and that was the time where I had to just delete social media. And I was
Mhm.
like, and I will never again put myself in that situation. And I feel like I don't know who I was talking to, but I just was talking to somebody about this the other day, and she was saying like, I've been watching you since, since this happened, and I'd be so upset for you because it's like, why is y'all on that girl like that? Like, leave her alone. Like, I'd be so mad for you. But I was telling her like, I would never like even, I would not. I don't know. I That was crazy, and I feel like if I ever was to try to get into another relationship and try to like actually go public, no matter how long it's been or who it's with, whatever, I feel like people will always be negative about it and always
Yeah,
have something to
that's
say.
so
Like,
true. So you definitely got to make sure he's strong-willed. Like
no,
he
for real.
really got to be like really strong and
Is he
not
ready?
like care about. And you got to make sure you probably can't even date nobody in Las Vegas.
That's what I be telling myself all the time. My
Like,
man is probably out the country or
yeah,
something because
yeah. And you just
no.
have to be prepared because, yeah, like that's all you the last person they seen him with. So it's like,
And then a lot of people didn't even know that we were even together. Like, a lot of people didn't know that we were together. Some people say I didn't even know that Shaw was pregnant. Like, so it definitely was like when we did have Kay and when that situation did happen, people was just like, dang. And I remember when he did pass away, girls was texting my phone like from fake numbers telling me like, "Girl, you stupid. We all his baby mamas. You just was stupid enough to keep the baby, and you not special." And he was just with me, and like it was crazy. And I just was like, I wanted to
crazy.
go beat his body down. Like, no, you did
Yeah,
not put me. No, you did not leave this mess for me. So yeah, it was definitely crazy. But as far as a relationship, I just want to have fun right now. I'm not looking for nothing serious. Plus, my baby is still young, and I don't want nobody around her. And
me either.
you know, I don't want to confuse her, and I don't, especially like a lot of guys are temporary. I don't want nobody temporary around. Like, we gotta be 5 years in if you want to meet my baby because
But no, that's so for real. And I know that's hard, especially with young women, or like it's really hard. Or when you even get attached and you feel like, okay, like he's showing me everything. Like, okay, he really might be the one, but and he might
and it don't
be.
work out. Yeah,
Yeah, but when you even open that door to your children, it's just like it's something else. And then that also keeps you like wrapped into even bad situations because you're like, oh well dang, well he know my kid. I don't want nobody, I don't want to have to start over or her to have to meet nobody else. So you might like put up with stuff that you shouldn't even be putting up with because
yeah,
you don't want to be that parent. So it's like you just have to really
it's
be
tough.
careful with that.
And I did like try to have something with somebody before, like recently. Well, not recently, but kind of recently. But I don't know what's up with him. So again, I just want to have fun. Like, I really got like a barrier up around my feelings. I don't want to feel like that no more.
Yeah,
So
and you're still scared, and I get it. I
yeah,
get it.
people don't care.
It's they don't. They don't. And then you have to worry about even people just wanting you just because of who you were with. Just
Yeah,
because, like, I definitely know.
yeah.
Definitely.
And then I also got to be careful, like, who is you, who's your people, where you come from, like, because I ask guys that all the time when they message me, like, I'm open to dating, hanging out, chilling with people, with guys, whatever, take me to the movie, whatever you want to do, but when they come to me and approach me, I'll always be like, did you know my baby daddy? Was I tripping? You know my brother? Are you tripping with my brother? Like, I don't trust nothing no more. I don't trust nobody. I'd be so scared. Like, I have to be able to come back home to my kid at the end of the night. If
Yeah.
I'm with you, is you gonna kill me and leave my body somewhere? Like, I don't even play like that. I'd be so scared. So definitely I'd be having to know, like, where you come from, who sent you, because I don't have time. I say that to people all the time.
That's funny. We were having this conversation last night because, Divine is at that stage and like she wanted to go to the skating rink, her and her friend, but she also, like, she was honest and she told me, like, she want to go see this boy, like, they wanted to hang out. But I'm going to just say my instinct, like, because I don't like completely shelter her. But if it's like public or stuff like that, like I'll let you do it. But mainly you gotta have supervision. But I know I have to like I gotta put her on a leash, a long leash. But I
Yeah,
know I have to give her that space to mess up if she gonna mess up or to make the right decision. Otherwise she's never gonna make it. But we were talking about that and basically prior to this, uh, the boy was pretty much asking like, is it okay for him to come over here? And his mom wanted to talk to me and everything, and like, okay, I guess you thinking you doing the right thing or whatever, but I don't play the house. Ain't what y'all gonna do here? It ain't nothing for y'all to do here. You can't go
draw
upstairs.
pictures,
Like literally, what are y'all
get
gonna
some
do here?
coloring books.
So we were talking about that, and he was just like, "That's just so crazy. Like, what happened to the like reaching out to the parents or even like knowing people backgrounds or anything like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, because like that was like the talking stage.
Yeah,
Who is your family? Who you related to?
yeah.
Who you used to mess with,
That's
and
not
like
talking stage
all of the
no
things
more.
like that. Like y'all don't ask these questions. And I was telling him though how I had ran into this guy. I remember I had ran into him at the hair store, and he was like so persistent, but it was like I'm real like particular, like the littlest thing that just make me think you a weirdo off top. And he was just like so extra with me. And he had found me on social media. We had ran into each other like a couple times. But this is back when I had like my first and last name on my Facebook. And long story short, he was still trying to talk to me, and one day he was like, I gotta he was like, I let him take me out and everything, like we tried it, but I knew he wasn't for me. But he was like, he gotta tell me something. I'm like, what? Like he basically told me like my brother had tried to kill him. And I'm like, what? Like, not my brother Mel, but my brother that's in prison. And
Yeah,
I'm like, my brother went to prison for attempted murder. Like, he shot him. And you think I'm going to still talk to you?
that's what I'm saying. Like he
But
could have been trying
don't.
to strangle you in your sleep or something.
Literally. And I was just like, I'm glad I never got close to him, but I did take that meal, and that was my problem. I take a meal, but I'm like, and he knew we have the same last name. My brother went to prison. Like, bruh, this man my last name is in your paperwork.
Yeah. You just have to be careful. And at first, I never like really paid attention to that. Like I just was young and dumb and doing whatever. But after going through what I have been through, like I don't play no games. I
Yeah,
tell people all the time, like don't ask me to hang out because I'm gonna be that friend that's who's there, how many people, where are we
yeah,
going, like I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nothing. I tell people all the time. I know people be tired of me. My people that I hang out with, I know they be tired of me because I be like, I have to get home to my kid at the end of the night. She already lost her daddy. I don't need her to lose her mama. Do not put
yeah,
me in no bad, no ugly situations. I don't play no games. My anxiety is so bad. Like, you can't trust nobody, honestly, especially with the baby daddy that I had because everybody knows
yeah,
him. So it's like,
yeah,
yeah, no, like you really just gotta just be cool sometimes.
yeah. Okay, I want to play a game, but I'm gonna open my gift. I forgot. I almost forgot, but I always play a game at the end
Okay.
just to
Okay.
kind of. Hmm? You said open it.
Yeah.
Don't rush me.
Drum roll. Don't show the box.
It's
It's
in a
all
pretty little
dirty.
box.
It's okay. It's okay. Had to open it.
Oh, hold on. So you telling me I could have just flapped this up the whole time and just seen?
Oh yeah,
I literally
I
did not
should.
open
I
it.
thought that's what you were gonna do.
You
That's why I was
did
like, it's
not.
supposed to be in a pretty little bag or something because it's like literally right when you open it, it's right there.
Why I'm so see this really my daughter.
I'm telling you, I was like, dang, what should I get her? I text Eric like,
Did you text Divine?
I did text the vibe.
Okay, because today she was like, "You want to know what it is? You want to know?" Oh my god! Look, okay, I'm gonna just take that out.
Yeah, y'all, her microphone she got right now don't even work.
First off, it works. It's just not plugged up, and as y'all can hear me, I don't need it. But I really love this because I was like, I want the mic. Like, I call this the podcast mic. Like, people have these, but I'm like, this is the podcast mic. And I really want my mic to like come down on me, like, so
Hmm.
I can feel tight.
Yeah. I text Eric
Oh,
like I had text Eric like, dang, what should I get mom for her birthday? I want to get her a sewing machine because I know she want one. He laughed at my message and texted me back like typical granny shit, and I was like, what? She want one. So I texted Divine like, what should I get her? I was thinking about this or this, and she was like, probably that because she hates the one that she got now. And I was like, bet, like this is perfect then.
mm, it
Mhm.
is.
You gotta
Dang.
you gotta set it up so I
I
can
do. Because
see.
look, this thing right here, I be having this when I record my audio. I just pull it up like now.
Mm-hmm. The
I do like that so much. Okay, let's play the game.
okay.
We're gonna be like, ooh, dang. It was just like 15 minutes. This gonna be like a part two, a two part. Cause
Yeah.
sheesh. It's like, you heard of this or that? This or that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want me to start it off like spicy?
Yeah. Let's just get into it. Get into the smoke.
Not that spicy. Sex or saving someone from a burning building?
It depends on how I'm feeling at the time. Wait, who am I saving? Is it a stranger?
Sex? Oh, dang. I was saving someone from a burning building.
I'm probably not gonna try to save no one from a burning building because I might die trying to save them, and we both just gonna be
True.
dead, and I could be somewhere doing.
Oh my God.
Definitely that.
Plane crash or boat accident?
I'm so scared of plane crashes. I definitely would rather be in a boat accident. I could swim.
For real?
I'm
Now,
so
hold on now. Swimming is not the same as swimming in the ocean. You know that, right?
yeah, I
I'm
know,
just
but
saying.
I'm so scared of plane accidents. Like every time I get on a plane, my anxiety is so bad. I don't even sleep. I just be up like
Looking out the window
y'all
like you
felt
could
that
save
jerking.
yourself.
Y'all felt that jerking. So when we had took the plane to Texas, I was so scared, and I was so scared for Kay, and I just was like, so
You
I would
know
rather.
what? That's crazy. Cause I always feel like, and people be like, you always be on the plane, but I literally be scared every time I get on the plane. I pray
Yeah, me
the
too.
whole time. If I'm awake or anytime my eyes or I'm conscious, I'm praying. Um, and I just be wondering if this is my last time alive
On
every
our way
single
back,
time.
no, really, on our way back from Texas, I've had about like 2 or 3 shots because I was like, mm-mm, I can't do this. So definitely a boat accident.
But where was I at? Beef or, well, now I know the answer to that. Beef or
Mm,
pork?
I don't eat pork. Beef, beef.
Chevy or Dodge?
Mm, probably Dodge.
Challenger or
Challenger.
Dang.
Challenger.
Would you like to foresee the future or change the past?
I definitely want to go back in the past all the time.
Yeah, me too. Call or text?
It depends on what we talking about. Probably text. Most of the time, I'm gonna say text. But if the conversation is juicy and it's real deep, definitely call me.
Read minds or know the future?
mm, Reminds. People be fake. They not gonna tell you how they feeling or what they think is. So I would want to read minds.
Yeah. Nipsey or Pop Smoke?
Mm, I'm not really a fan of neither of them. Probably,
What?
probably pop.
What?
I'm not really.
Wow.
You know how these people hated me.
Yeah, no, you are.
I'm not really.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm probably pop.
Um, kids or pets?
It's the same thing. I tell people all the time, having Kaylani is like having a puppy. I'm
No,
like,
don't do her like
yes,
that. What the
I
hell?
swear. You have to feed your kid, wash your kid, all of that. Like,
What do
take
you
your
think
kid
about
out
that? Okay.
to play, like, train your kid to do things that they need to know how to do. It's the same thing,
Lord.
but definitely a pet.
Um, honesty or kindness?
Honesty, for sure.
Loyalty or honesty?
Mm, Honesty. I feel like the I will respect you so much if you just can be real with me. I hate a liar. I don't like lying, conniving, weird, sneaky stuff. I hate it.
Light skin or dark skin?
Um, in a guy or
You like girls?
I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, I like dark skin.
You sure?
Some light skins can get a pass, but I like
Yeah,
dark skins.
I agree.
I had to like mature into that because when I was younger, I used to be like, ew, I do not like dark skinned guys like that. So I had to
I
grow
was the
up.
same way. I was the same way. That's crazy. I was the
Mm-hmm.
same way.
Has no
Um,
baby's not going nowhere with us, so don't even think
Can you
about it.
get out? Thank you.
series or movie?
Come here, Lonnie.
What's the matter?
She don't want to. Shut the door. Shut the door. She's she being a crybaby right now.
Series or movies?
Series.
Um, children or marriage?
Marriage.
So you basically would change K.
Yeah. If I could go back in time and marry her daddy and not have her, that I would pick. I love my baby, but
Wow.
marriage. We can be married with no kids and we'll have so much fun.
Yeah, I agree. I was the same way, and I don't know how I ended up with three, but yeah, I literally, all I wanted was to be married, but I was like, I
Yeah,
was scared of childbirth. I said that
me
before.
too.
Yeah, we know.
I was scared. For sure. I be watching that video like I was doing too much for no reason.
Girl,
I was dying. I just wanted that baby out.
Well, that is it. That was the last one. How do you feel?
I feel great.
I thought you were
I
gonna break down.
I thought I was too. I had to catch myself and
Control it.
swallow, like, you know. But I feel I had fun.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did it feel like a therapy session a little bit? Just talking about it.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But we talk like this, like,
Yeah.
so it just felt like one of our conversations.
Yeah.
So,
It's cool.
but I will be back, of course, to another.
Close it out then.
I'm just saying. I was just letting
Yeah.
it be known that you know,
Yeah.
their little fans or whatever supporters will be seeing me again.
They will. They definitely will. I
Yeah.
thank you for coming too. You want to shout out your little well, I got your little not little, it's the big one, I know. But yeah, IG up there so
Yeah.
people
Follow
can
me.
follow you.
I'm public, y'all, so follow me. You might get removed if you're a weirdo, but follow me and come, join the fun because my Instagram is fun. I ain't
Tell them
got.
the name.
Oh, is that
It's
Yaya?
there, but still.
Underscore is that Yaya? It is Yaya. I don't have no other social medias, so I
What about your TikTok? You don't want nobody to follow you on TikTok?
don't really. I mean,
You
no,
don't
I don't
really
really
be
be
on
on
there.
TikTok like that. I just be on there for fun sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you follow me on Instagram, it will lead you to my TikTok. So go follow me on Instagram.
Okay, okay. I feel it. I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all know where to follow me at. I'm gonna put it at the bottom right there. I'm definitely not gonna read none of that out. But at the time, I just realized at the time I put my little ticker up there, I didn't have my Instagram my podcast, Instagram podcast, whatever it is. So it is ThaGoat podcast, and it's THA_G.O.A.T podcast. Follow me on there. Definitely thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and I don't know when y'all see her again, but I will talk to you guys next time.
I didn't even know you had an Instagram for your podcast.